Last time, we examined destiny in fiction. In Dune, survival is enforced through prescience. Karl Popper warned that history has no script, but destiny does not remain in fiction. Sometimes it arrives as science. In Dune, the future is seen through prescience, through vision, through a ruler who believes survival requires obedience to destiny. But modern history did not need an emperor to believe the future was already written. It needed a theory. Karl Marx did not claim to glimpse tomorrow. He claimed to understand its laws. Not prediction, not speculation, but inevitability. The question is not whether Marx wanted justice. The question is what happens when justice becomes historical certainty. Marx believed he had discovered the engine of human events, not ideas, not heroes, not accidents, but material conditions. How people produce food, how they build tools, how they organize labor. From this, he argued, all social structures emerge: law, religion, morality, and government. History, in this view, is not random. It moves through stages: ancient slavery, feudal hierarchy, industrial capitalism, and eventually socialism, then communism. Marx did not present this as hope. He presented it as process. Capitalism would not merely be unjust. It would be temporary. Revolution, therefore, was not rebellion. It was arrival. The 19th century made Marx believable. Factories expanded, cities darkened, workers lived crowded into industrial districts, children labored in mines. The misery was visible. And Marx offered not just outrage, but explanation. He argued capitalism carried contradictions within itself. Productivity increased, but wealth concentrated. Production expanded, but purchasing power lagged behind. Crisis followed growth. To many, this did not sound ideological. It sounded scientific. For the first time, social transformation appeared measurable, predictable, almost mechanical. Revolution no longer required faith. It required patience. Karl Popper later raised a fundamental problem. If history depends on human knowledge, and future knowledge cannot be known, then history cannot be predicted. Every discovery changes society. Every innovation alters institutions. Every new idea reshapes incentives. A theory claiming to know the distant future must assume the future already contains no unknown ideas. But knowledge grows unpredictably. Therefore, long-term historical prophecy fails, not morally, logically. The issue is not that Marx cared about justice. It is that justice was tied to inevitability. If a future is guaranteed, opposition becomes temporary error. If capitalism must collapse, critics are not merely mistaken, they are reactionary. If history moves towards liberation, coercion becomes acceleration. Dissent can be reinterpreted as false consciousness. Failure becomes incomplete development, and hardship becomes necessary transition. Certainty transforms politics, not by malice, but by confidence. When outcomes are assured, debate loses purpose. Marxism endured not only because it promised prosperity, it promised meaning to suffering. Workers were not merely poor, they were participants in history. Sacrifice gained direction, struggle gained narrative, hardship gained destination. This is its deepest power, not control, but explanation. People will endure almost anything if it leads somewhere, if it has meaning. In Dune, Leto II enforces survival through foreknowledge. In Marxism, the party enforces justice through theory. Different justification, same structure. Present freedom constrained by claimed future necessity. The argument is always similar. We restrict today because tomorrow is known. Popper's answer remains simple. We cannot possess certain knowledge of history's destination, and without certainty, we cannot suspend freedom. The danger is not believing in justice. The danger is believing history guarantees it. The open society does not promise paradise. It permits correction. Its weakness is uncertainty. Its strength is the same. If you enjoyed this exploration of philosophy and history, please like and subscribe. Next time we examine another attempt to rationalize power, not through destiny, but through management. I'll see you in the next episode.